Welcome back to our Bluesy Water channel. Today I want to just do a little follow-up on the releasing emotional trauma work we've been talking about. The key here is, how do we approach memory? Do we fear memory? Do we fear the subconscious? Basically, for most people, because they do not have the skill sets and the tools and haven't been taught how to access the subconscious runs its programs, its memories, and causes incredible suffering. So I want to be very clear what happens in this process is that essentially these memories are running. They're literally festering like a virus on a computer, and we just don't know how to access them, and therefore we go into judgment, we go into fear, confusion, guilt. We are in incredible conflict, and we just don't know what's going on, essentially. First of all, we have no idea what's going on. So number one, it's important to understand that the subconscious is essentially taking scenes, meant like a bunch of movies, from your life, from different ages, from the time you were conceived, and your ancestor memories. Remember, your ancestors had the same thing going on. They couldn't resolve these experiences. So essentially, when their children were born, they passed down all these unresolved experiences to their children. And as soon as you look into your parents' eyes, you can actually sense into these programs, these memories. They're literally inscribed in your DNA. So it's really important to understand, because they're so profoundly deep and so have such longevity, you are literally fearing this part of your mind. So the typical response is to try to avoid going there, basically. So number one, if you don't have an effective tool for accessing these memories and cleaning them, you are going to have a lot of, let's say, compensating philosophies, compensating thoughts, ideas, mechanisms, etc., etc. So it's so important to first of all understand that yes, you can tap into the memories. Now, it's real important to also understand that these memories literally they're stored in the body. That you wouldn't suffer if you didn't feel a lot of discomfort in the body. So in the Chinese medicine system, you could say that the meridians are really a subconscious map leading. If you tap that map, you start to tap the subconscious. So number one, you have to tap the subconscious. So we've made it kind of simple with the vibration therapy using this dual motor vibration machine. Why? Because, again, this is what animals do when they're traumatized and they freeze in a trauma. When they come out, they do an incredible shaking ritual, and that releases their trauma. So simply put, every trauma memory is a freeze. Every memory you have of your ancestors, literally, the entire subconscious is essentially, if it's a memory, you have a freeze or a holding, a storage energetic field, so to speak, that's literally your body is aware of. So we want to tap these memories, and we want to literally start to shake them off. How do we do this? Well, with the dual motor vibration machine, it's very intense. It's a very dynamic, shaking, intense machine, and it has two motors. The left motor is like a seesaw, so it kind of hammers your body, and the right motor is an intense oscillation. So when you tune the two motors together, it becomes what I call, it's a music term, shredding harmonics. Now you have 3,600 permutations on the machine, possibilities that you can set, but on top of that, it creates many other harmonics. So I would guess you have around 36,000 potential frequency combinations. Intense, cutting, shredding frequencies. And now what you're doing is you're starting to get into the memories themselves and have the ability to shake them off. So the practice here is to start doing this therapy and then watch what comes up out of your mind. Now, the memories are like weeds in the ground, literally. They're buried deep in the subconscious mind. They're very weed-like. So if you ever try to pull a weed, you can't. They're very challenging. So literally, you're shaking the ground upon which these memory weeds are buried in. You're actually shaking the ground and popping up the weeds. So when you do this practice, be patient and watch, allow your mind to go into kind of like a dream state and watch the memories start to emerge. This is key. If you start to remember scenes in your life, you're doing good work. I had a client who started doing this therapy, said he had no memory. If people tell me they have no memories, I'm concerned. He started doing the therapy and he started getting his memory back. So the idea with memory, once again, is that once you know you can clean the memories, you take on a positive outlook, and now you have an effective tool for starting to unearth and tap this very toxic terrain of unresolved trauma experiences. Now, there's a lot more videos we have. We'll put some links below to blogs and videos. Please watch our entire vibration series playlist. We have some adjunct tools you can do with the therapy. Look at our consciousness videos. This is both the easiest thing to do if you get childlike with it and understand how to do the somatic work, how to relax. Remember, you are so stressed out because these memories have been playing and playing and playing, and it causes incredible fear and stress. And once you can learn the path of starting to clean, you will start to find peace in your life. So thank you. And if you have any questions, contact me, Andrew at Blue Z Water. Take care.